Japan in June, Japan in June. Torrential rain. Hey, we're the Bells. I'm Dana, and this is my husband, Jave. Alongside our two girls, we're chasing a different kind of dream, pursuing a life full of purpose and rich in experiences, family, and freedom. Together, we're creating a life we never need a vacation from. Today, we're sitting down to talk about some of the biggest mistakes we made while traveling through Japan. We're so glad you found us, so lock in so you can find out how to avoid making the same missteps during your travels to Japan.
Hi guys, we're the Bells and we're back from Japan and we're here to talk to you about some of the mistakes we made while we were there.
Yeah, we realized after spending time in Japan, and it's one thing to read about a place, but to actually go and experience it for yourself, we just realized that we made quite a few mistakes and hiccups, not only in planning the itinerary, which is my end of the deal, but also just traveling through Japan. So today we're going to talk you through some of the mistakes we made so that you don't make the same mistakes when you take your trip to Japan. So our first mistake was that we traveled to Japan in the month of June. And June, if you're not aware, is Japan's rainy season, right? I think they have typhoons there. So we went in June because we were traveling with other family members, not just us, but extended family. My parents joined us, my niece joined us, and some other family members were supposed to join us as well, but they had to cancel last minute. But we all, when we were planning, collectively decided that with everyone's school and work schedules, that June would be the ideal month. So that's why we went to Japan in June. So, we were there during rainy season.
Yeah.
And when I say that it rains in Japan in June, I mean it really... Crazy rain.
Like from morning to night.
Yes.
Every day. Yeah.
Especially in Tokyo. Everywhere we went, it was raining.
Like all day.
All day, every day. When we left Tokyo, during our trip we went from Tokyo to Matsumoto, and then from Matsumoto to Kyoto, then from Kyoto to Osaka. And we didn't get any relief from the rain until we went to Matsumoto. And did we get relief when we were in
Kyoto too?
Kyoto,
yes.
We got a little relief.
We got about I would say maybe 5 days total relief from the rain between Kyoto, Matsumoto, Kyoto, and Osaka.
Yeah, and they weren't even like 5 full days of relief from the rain. It was
on and off.
Yeah, like on and off. But at least we got like peaks of sunshine, so that was nice. But when we were in Tokyo, especially, I think it was like during our second full day, we were out all day. We went to like Meiju Jingu Shrine. We went to Harajuku. We were all over the place in Tokyo. And it was like torrential rains the entire time.
All day long.
All day long. Like, I was drenched. My hair was in twists, and it immediately shrunk. It was just, we could not escape the rain. Now we're walking up to the Meiju Jingu Shrine. I know I'm probably butchering the name, but it's raining a lot, and Jade is getting hangry. So after we visit the shrine, we've got to find someplace to eat. But this is Japan in June, torrential rain. So if you're planning on going to Japan in June, just be prepared that you will be in the rain, and you just have to go with it. Don't allow that to keep you in the hotel and
not do anything, not explore. Also bring proper rain coats.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that with mistake number 2, which I guess we could go into that now.
Yeah.
So our second mistake was
me not packing properly.
Yeah.
Not bringing proper raincoat. I brought a raincoat, but it was more like a windbreaker, and I never tested it before. I thought it was water resistant, and so that didn't end well for me. I was soaked all day.
Dave is in a non-waterproof jacket in Japan in June, i.e. rainy season, and he says he wore it because he thought it was waterproof, and he never tested it in these conditions before.
Oh.
And his shirt it actually doesn't look too bad.
No, it's soaked.
It's soaked, he says.
It's not soaked. Because that's not the right color. Look, that's the wrong color.
Oh dear.
Have a white beater on, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know why he has such difficulty with his wardrobe when traveling. One time we went to Scotland in the fall, and his plan was to pack all golf shorts. Fortunately, I stepped in and was like, I think you need to pack some warmer clothes.
Caught me before it went real bad.
Right.
And then I was so cold while I was there. I'm like, man.
Yeah.
I can only imagine if I did show up with all sorts of polo shirts.
So this is what not to do. This is how not to pack for Japan in June. You're welcome. Also, this one, not only did he not pack a proper raincoat, he also is anti-umbrella. Okay? He's too cool for school. He's too cool to walk around holding an umbrella. But I think it was like on day 3 or so.
Purchased me one.
Yeah, we were getting ready to go to Tokyo Disney, and he was like, yeah, I need to get an umbrella. So he went and got one. Fortunately, the Family Marts there, which is a convenience store, they sell umbrellas for really cheap. I think
like $5-6.
Yeah. So
depends on the size you want to get. But you either have really good raincoat, or you need an umbrella, or a combination of the two to be really comfortable. I think you need a combination of the two. I didn't have either one, so I had to get an umbrella on day 3 because I was soaked for 2 days in a row. Another thing you want to make sure of is to wear proper shoes, because some brands of shoes, they have, like some brands of tennis shoes or sneakers, they have the cloth material as opposed to leather. So do not bring shoes with cloth material in the rain, because they will get wet. As my mom learned the hard way. She and my dad, I believe, they both had these cloth shoes. My niece too. Cloth sneakers.
Yeah, my mom thought that she was in the clear because she got some covers for her shoes, some plastic covers. Yeah. But they were a disaster.
After a couple hours, the plastic was had water inside of them.
Yeah. My niece was trying to help her get the water out and cover her shoes better, but
it didn't work.
It didn't work.
And I was dragging on these slippers, and now my socks came
down. That means your feet got wet.
So that
It means the socks are the covers.
Because it's constant rain.
Yeah.
And you're in it, you're walking, and it's
It's
gonna get you. So just bring shoes that are easily dry, because I had to dry the entire family's shoes out with the hair blower.
Yeah.
And so shoes that easily dry and doesn't hold water for a long time.
Okay, so mistake number 3 is something that I am guilty of often, and that is packing too much into the itinerary. Okay, so yes, I am the designated family travel planner, and when we go to a destination, I like to pack as much into the itinerary as possible, because literally you spend all this money to fly across the world to see to go to a new country, have these new experiences, and I just refuse to do like 2 things in a day and call it a day, and that's that. We have to get it all in. We have to go to all the temples. We have to try these restaurants. And especially in Japan, it's such a foodie destination that you have to challenge yourself to eat as much as possible and to see and do as much as possible. So yeah, I'm guilty. I do this quite often during our travels. I am known to wear people out.
Yes, and usually my feet pay for it,
Yes.
both of them.
Yes, he's usually getting, his feet get really tired and cramped, and he gets
hurt.
Yeah, he gets hangry. My daughters also get quite tired. The youngest, of course, she's in her stroller, so she's good. But the oldest, she's like, oh my God, I just want to go back to the hotel, and whatever. So in Japan, especially in its bigger cities like Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, where there's a lot to see and do, expect to be booked and busy. I mean, you're there to see and do as much as possible, in my humble opinion. Like, get it all in, right?
And then a lot of things are also spread out too.
Yeah,
So-
that's another
So
thing.
you may have to walk 10 minutes to this side,
Yes.
another 15 minutes to the other
Yes,
side,
expect
another
to-
20 minutes
Yes.
to the,
Expect to be on the metro a lot, because especially if you're not staying in the city center like in Tokyo. We stayed in Koto City, which was about 45 minutes by train from Tokyo City Center. So we were on the metro a lot, so you have to budget time for that. And then for all of your activities, all the walking, it's just before you leave, mentally prepare yourself that you are going to get tired, and just be ready for it. It comes hand in hand with Japan. Japan is not for the novice traveler, and it's not for the weak traveler. Trust me.
It's not for someone who just want to take a leisure trip.
Right.
It's for someone who want to see things and
Right.
explore the food scene there, because the food scene there is incredible.
Incredible.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Just squeeze in downtime into your itinerary and you'll be okay. We got a lot accomplished today. We didn't do everything on the itinerary today, but that's okay. We got a lot done. We covered a lot of ground. We started off our day with a tour of the Imperial Palace. Harajuku. To Shibuya. And so we just ate some delicious ramen. And now we're headed back to get some rest because tomorrow there's more fun ahead. So we want to ask in the comments, sound off, when you're traveling and planning your itineraries, are you team let's squeeze it all in, or are you team let's take it easy, or are you somewhere in between? Let us know in the comments, which team are you on? So mistake number 4 is not planning ahead for the metros and trains in Japan. We learned the hard way. Okay, so like before going, I watched a lot of videos about Japan's metro system, about the train system. And to be honest, the videos didn't provide much clarity. I don't think it's something that you're really truly clear on until you are thrown into the mix.
Yeah.
Like, it's very confusing.
Like in the fire.
Yeah, I'm sure, if you're from Japan, chime in, or if you live in Japan, chime in. I'm sure that it's like second nature to you.
Yeah.
But for us,
was
it
a
is
struggle.
quite
Yeah.
a struggle, especially when it comes to like, I found the hardest parts were buying tickets and also just not boarding the trains, but buying tickets was a big one.
I think if you could buy your Suica card and save it to your wallet before you travel to Japan, that would be a big help to you, because like she said, some machine doesn't give you can't buy Suica card with some machine. Then you have to have cash to purchase an actual physical Suica card.
Right.
But if you buy it to your wallet, you can just add money to it straight from your account throughout your entire travel there. Right?
But I tried to do that before we left. I put 2,000 yen. You can buy it through your Apple Wallet. I think you go to like transportation, and then you can choose which transportation system you want to buy. So we chose, of course, Japan Suica, and I added 2,000 yen to it. And the Suica card never appeared in my wallet. Now, I don't know if there was some extra step that I needed to take or what, but that was 2,000 yen, which is around 12 USD down the drain, because it was never added to my wallet. So just be aware of that. Also, like Jave said, you can only buy Suica cards at certain metro stations. So that was another frustrating thing. Also, if you're traveling with children and your kids need a Suica card, just know that there is a special card for them, because it's like half the price of what adults pay.
So one of the mistakes that we made was we purchased an adult Suica card for a daughter when we should have purchased a child Suica card. And so every time we go through the train, every time we enter the train station, we're paying adult fare for her, which end up catch up to us later on. So going through the train, entering the train station using an adult Suica card for a daughter eventually catch up to us, because it runs out of money faster. And then when she couldn't go through, and she come through an OR card, and now she has no record of entering that train station or exiting. And then when the next train station we actually go to, then she has issues, and we actually have to go see someone to create a ticket for her so she can get in and out of the train station. Because that's how the Japanese keep track of the train system. You entering and exiting the train station, so you have to tap your Suica card each time.
Right.
So it's very important that when you enter, you tap, and when you get on get to the train, you tap, and when you exit, you tap, and so they keep track of your card. Because if you miss a tap, the next train station, there's no record show if you're entering, and that can create a little issue for you.
Right. When there's no record of you, like if you haven't tapped to enter and tapped to exit the station, when you try to enter the next station, it's going to the gate won't let you through.
Yeah. Because there's no record of you entering or exiting the previous station.
Right.
So you may think you didn't tap and you saved money and you got out of the train station, but the next time you enter into a new station, you're going to have some issues there.
That happened to us a lot.
Yeah.
And it slowed us down. And it was especially frustrating, like when you're trying to catch your train on time. Another train issue was buying the Shinkansen tickets. That's their high-speed rail. Now, you can buy tickets through Klook, But services like Klook, they do upcharge, right? Because they have to make their money. So if you're going to be buying Shinkansen tickets directly at the metro station, it can be a little confusing, especially I think the problem we ran into was with my parents' oversized luggage, because, you have to buy tickets in a car that has space for oversized luggage. And so it just creates a whole nother level of confusion and chaos when you're in a rush trying to catch your train to your next destination. So the point is, plan ahead of time, go on to the different websites. There's like a JR East website, like all the different train lines have their own websites. Go on them, understand their process, understand which stations you can buy Suica cards and where you can buy children's tickets and all of the things.
Also,
plan ahead.
If I may add that the Shinkansen and all the other JR and limited express trains, they're all separate tickets.
Right.
So your Suica card don't get you on the limited express train, the JR line or JE line.
The JR East.
Yeah, it doesn't get you on that. You have to buy a separate ticket for those. The Shinkansen, it's a whole nother ticket system on its own. And then the everyday metro that you travel back and forth, that's where you use your Suica card.
Right.
So we went on a limited express train, and we end up have to purchase ticket while on the train.
Right.
Because your Suica card will allow you to get into the train station. But if you board that line, then it doesn't cover the cost.
Right. There was like a worker who came by on the train with the card reader, and we had to buy tickets on the spot. But so just be aware of that. Be prepared. Over prepare for your train travel. That's my best recommendation. Especially,
and leave early.
Yeah, leave early. Oh my gosh.
Time,
Yes, I'm glad you mentioned that, because that's another thing. Especially at the metro stations, especially if you're traveling with children, or if you're disabled, you're in a wheelchair, or you need to use the elevators for any reason, because it's not always clear where the elevators are. Like you may spend quite a bit of time looking around the metro station for an elevator that takes you to the correct platform. Like there was one time we were rushing to get on a train, and like my dad and Jave are going up and down the stairs with all of our luggage, with our youngest daughter in her stroller, trying to get us down to the platform because we couldn't find the elevator. So,
and sometimes it's the easiest way to get to your platform is to just take the stairs. If you're looking for elevators, sometimes it's like taking the longer route. So sometimes we're like, let's just go down the stairs. We'll bring everything we have and just get it over with. And when eventually, because sometimes your stuff is right there, but find the elevators like going all the way around.
Right. So over prepare. Plan ahead. And on your Google Maps, when you're mapping out your route on the metro, be sure in the options to choose wheelchair access, so that way it will navigate you through the metro station where there are elevators and even then you will still get confused. Okay, mistake number 5 is it's really a word of caution. Be careful when you're going to any of the animal cafes, whether they're the capybara cafe, the dog cafes, whatever animal, or cat cafe, which is what we went to because our youngest daughter loves cats. Just know that you're going to have to sign your rights away in the event that your child gets injured. And just be aware that not all of the animals are friendly. Right? I mean, you expect that like at maybe like a capybara cafe or something where you're dealing with more like wild animals. But when you're dealing with more domesticated animals like cats and dogs, you still need to be aware that they're not all friendly. And actually, when we went into the cat cafe, they have like a chart that showed you like cats with certain color collars are more friendly than others. So you just want to be aware of that, because we did almost have a terrible incident at the cat cafe that made us very nervous.
As our daughter was petting one of the cats there, the cat just turned around and started biting at her hands. So thank God I screamed. I couldn't, and you're not supposed to scream in those cafes, but I couldn't help myself because I saw the whole development, and I was like, I sat away from her. She was kind of like a little across the hall, but I was watching, and I screamed, but the cat was like aggressively like trying to bite her hand, and she moved her hand, but it's like the cat was just not having it.
Come here, Grayson. Come here.
Sorry.
Did it bite you?
No,
Let me see your hand.
it didn't bite me.
Yeah.
And so you have to be careful. Just make sure you stay close to your child and follow the rules there. If they said don't pet the blue collar cats, don't they're
pet
not
the-
friendly.
right.
Don't pet them because that's exactly what they are. They're not friendly.
Yeah. It was really hard for me because, you know, I don't like cats. They kind of freak me out. I'm a little, I don't want to say afraid, but I'm a little afraid of cats because you just don't know what they're thinking. They're not like dogs
Very
that come up to
sneaky.
you and
Yeah.
are, you know, friendly. You know, cats are sneaky and, you know, sorry to all you cat people out there, but they kind of freak me out. But yeah, so being in the room with a bunch of cats was nerve-wracking in and of itself, but then like having my youngest baby go up and like all up in the cat's face and stuff, I think especially after the incident, it made us a little nervous.
Yeah.
Like we were pulling her away from the cats, or
Yeah.
like, don't get too close to its face or whatever, because I was afraid that one might claw her face, or you know,
But-
it just put us on edge, and actually we ended up leaving.
Maybe like
Early.
30 minutes early.
Yeah.
Yeah, but overall, I mean, she had a good experience.
she loved
it.
it.
It was a good experience for her, and it wasn't. It was just that one incident, so we can't really let that one incident overshadow her
Right.
experience because she had a great time.
She did. She
didn't wanna leave.
We were the nervous messes. She was fine.
Also, we have other food obligations that we're looking forward towards, so we're like, okay, let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
So we gotta go.
The cat cafes and animal cafes are not cheap either. They're kind of pricey. So I wanted to get our money's worth, but after the incident, I was just like, yeah, let's wrap it up, because I didn't want to risk her getting hurt. So, yeah. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. We really hope that this video gave you some insights as into what you should not do on your trip to Japan, so that your trip can go as smoothly as possible and be as enjoyable as possible. And also, if you enjoyed this content, please let us know in the comments. And if there's any specific content that you would like us to create in the future, please let us know that as well, because that will really help us.
Yeah, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell so you'll be notified when we drop new content.
Yes. So thanks, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.